Hey there, you looking to get your account reviewed? Just head on over to our Discord, drop your toolbox public link in our forum, and we'll see you over at our stream, twitch.tv/Will39 Productions. Now, back to the video. What is up, YouTube? Will39 here. We're back again for another IdleOn account review, this time for Krizt01, who's looking for some help with damage and drop rate. We're more than happy to help. Cooldown for DR multi. Well, it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. So, immediately looking at damage-wise, let's start with Obols. Okay, running full pop. That's good to see. Prayers wise, okay, you are running the dime a dozen bills, which is fine. Yeah, nothing inherently bad about this. I'm kind of nitpicky on some of the choices, but I'm not too worried about it. PO box, you are fully cooked out, which is fine. As far as equipment is concerned, okay, so you're running basically more or less entirely prehistoric gear. So nothing inherently from equipment wise, minus a couple of upgrades here or there to like edge out weapon power, but realistically nothing that's like, oh, 100% you need to swap this out. There's nothing inherently standing out from that. As far as account goes, I mean, the statue levels are okay. It's not bad. Let's take a look at your dungeons to make sure you're doing that. Okay. Friend stats, you're at about 10,000. I'd easily say your friend stats can help you. So I would say get better friend stats for both damage and drop rate. I'd say they apply to both. As far as constellations are concerned, you're done. Vault's good. Let's take a look at your apocalypses. Okay, you've done the second. I would say dash this, finish up your CHOW, Super CHOW, and WOW with your second DB, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and take a look at Grimoire. You've pushed to 10k, which is great. How are we looking here? Nothing too overt. You're boosting drop rate there. You're in the queues, which is not terrible for where you're at. Yeah, I'm not too nitpicky about that. Compass, you're at 27k. Good shit. You're down to events and a few chests, so nothing too particularly concerning there. Tesseract's at about 6k, which is good as well. But in general, there's not much here that's going to be too standoffish, realistically, given the amount of investment you've put into it. We can take achievements, because achievements do tick a couple of boxes. I think inherently important in World 1. Yeah, I'd say achievements in World 2 could be a factor for that multi-kill. Catching XP, fishing XP, yeah, multi-kill. So I would say for damage sake, yeah, let's say World 2, multi-kill achieves. Let's take a look at World 3s. Nothing overtly super helpful. No. Our talents, arcade balls, that's fine. Nothing there. Nothing there. Could do LegumLucky, because I believe there's a calculator for this. With how you have to do it. I know there's a way you can basically force it. That is a free 2% damage. Let's say World 6. LegumLucky Achieve. Hey Baylor, how you doing? And there's nothing World 7 yet. So that's that for achievements. How's your clickers look? 19, not too shabby. Kangaroo looking pretty good at 10. I would say bumping your shit for Roo would help. I'm glad to hear it, Baylor. Let's see. Push your Roo Megafish. Help boost your damage. As far as Bubba's concerned, that's not really an analytical point. As far as stamps go, I mean, you do have some overhead. It's rough, but you do. It's tough to say. Realistically, it's very tough to say. Yeah, you've still got some damage and shit you could be pushing out for your overhead overall. Drop rate, not so much, but in general, there's a lot of stuff. Make me sad 24/7 spelunking. I'm so sorry. My man's suffering out there in the mines. Yeah, I mean, it's a thin margin, but I would say God, I'm having a stroke. Gilded stamp, leveling, damage, stamped. He yearns for the mines, indeed. Okay. What's the 99th percentile look for you? Sizable, but not completely out of the realm of possibility. So I would say for both sakes, push your alchemy efficiency to 99%. That's going to apply to both drop rate and damage, just because they're both in and of itself. So please make sure that's of note. Vials wise, how do we look? What's the refinery salts? Cooking speed, total skill efficiency. I mean, realistically, yeah, because if we're just talking damage, yeah, I'd say Pearl Seltzer and Chapter Chug. So Pearl Seltzer and Chapter Chug. Vials. Sigils are being chewed through at the newest tier, so that's fine. You know that. Islands look okay. Let's take a look at Kilroy. Looking good, looking good. I will hydrate here in a bit. Take a look at your prints just because I'm kind of curious. Yeah, I feel like a lot of this could have been redone at this point, but not too particularly worried. Adam Collider is looking sexy. Equinox. Oh no, he's Lab Fuse Enjoyer. Minus 100. Close to getting the last challenge done, but you are working on your Equinox progress, which is good. Crazy to see Metal Detector done. Equinox symbols still being at a level, and matching sims being this high but not fully vested is kind of insane. Buildings look solid, no issues there. I would say keep pushing buildings for damage from construction mastery, because that's definitely going to help. It's a minute bonus, but it is there. As far as this is all concerned, yeah, he's got to finish out doing his last eclipse on World 7 and doing his mini-bosses. So, do your final World 7 eclipse and farm Glunko kills for better overall multi-kill bonus. As far as worship is concerned, your TD is not too terrible. No issues there. Prayers look good. Traps wise, no issues I can see from that point. Salt lick looks fine. Armor smithy is good. Hat rack, missing a few, but that's not a lot. That's in the player's control. Your meals though, your meals are holding you back. Yeah, significantly holding you back. A lot of cheap meals to ladle. As far as breeding is concerned, you're pushing shiny rate up with their bits and bobs. I mean, looks like you have a general idea, know what you're working on, so I'm not going to be too nitpicky about that. Just double checking arenas looks good. Lab wise, everything looks fine. Rift, let's see, no complaints. Construction mastery, nope, nothing there. So we're a top 5%er, which is not too shabby. And let's see, a lot of improvements to be held on Tome. Yeah, not doing any spike traps, no arcade jackpots, which is just pure chance. Some print work that needs to be done, building level obviously, pet variability, but yeah, I would say it's worth noting here that pushing Tome will help both, so I'd say keep pushing Tome. So I'll make note of that in both. As far as sailing is concerned, that's all good. Divinity-wise, no issues there. Gaming, okay, you're at Trills. Now let's see hold content. Okay, that's lackluster, but not inherently helpful, because there's a few that help drop rate, and I'm just trying to double check to make sure I'm not missing any. Power 10 with gold dust for sure. That'll help. I'm trying to think of anything else inherently standoffish. There's a few. Yeah, okay. Drop rate from Gloomies. I think there's another one for drop rate related to... Where is it? Yeah, Sanctum of Loot. Okay. So, yep, and Tome of Ancients. Okay, so I wasn't going insane. I figured there was. How is he up to right now? He's up to QQ. Okay, so he's basically like hitting the edge there, which is fine. I will make note of it for pushing damage. Power of 10 gold dust in hole. As far as Grotto goes, it's at 14, which isn't terrible, but Grotto could definitely be pushed out. Oh god, yeah, he's lacking across the board here. No AFK gain, no bonus multis. Yeah, monuments are going to be an easy way to do it, and just pushing the shit out of your temple for sure. So push temple for damage bonus for damage, or just basically push temple level. That also applies to you, and then for you, I'd say push grotto level as well. Measurements wise, they're not inherently cheap, nor are they inherently expensive, and everything else looks fine. As far as Slab is concerned, yeah, freebies on ovals, dungeon related shit. Something you can buy from the store. Getting the new trophies will also be able to help you out. And that is, in fact, damage. So, make a note here. Here we go. Finish, or push to finish your slab. That done. As far as World 6 is concerned, we could consider exotics, but it's always a crapshoot on what's ever best. How's your crop rotations look overall? Okay, you're done, which is good. Sneaking wise, odd combo, but checks out. Okay. Still plenty to be searching for, so nothing too particularly worrying. Summoning wise, does not have the new stuff? I guess it doesn't. Oh, that's interesting. As far as battles are concerned, you're only 191? No. That is not good. Yeah, you're basically looking at quite a bit of like investment from that can help. Especially if you can get all the way down to like 206 for meal bonuses is pretty fucking solid. So yeah, and multiplying your winning bonuses. So push your endless summoning. So make sure I make note of that and that. As far as Beanstalk is concerned, it looks good, but you gotta still finish out your golden bread. It's not drop rate related, but yeah. Emperor wise, 117 is not too shabby. Spelunking wise, fairly decent on reds. Gallery looks fairly good. Talents, no real issues there. Coral Reef, nearly finished up on that. Coral Kid bonuses on the other hand, in the billions, so not cheap, not expensive. And then Dancing Coral, I don't know why I check here. Zenith Market, yeah, there's some bits and bobs you can pick up here, but nothing inherently useful. No, I'm not too particularly worried about Clamworks. And then Advice Fish, nothing too standoffish. Let's take a look at cards and shenanigans. So probably doesn't help that not all of his cards are done up, but good majority are. But at least try to like finish out your World 6 shit for total damage, for AFK gains. You know, there is a bunch of free bonuses that can help you out in that regard. I mean, even farming boss cards is technically viable. It sucks, but it's viable. The last thing I'll say, at least for damage of all things, is going to be pushing out the cards. And yeah, well, even drop rate. It's a fucking ridiculous amount of cards, but so farm your World 6 mob cards. Grab that and grab that. That being said, folks, I've been Will. This has been another IdleOn account review. If you like it, cover yourself. Check us out. We're live Tuesdays or Fridays over at Twitch. We're happy to get to it when we can. Until next time, folks, we'll see you in the next IdleOn account review. Have a good one, everybody. Hey, so you made it to the end of the video. This is where we give a little shout out to those amazing YouTube memberships and awesome Twitch subs that help keep the channel going. Especially a shout out to KH3 Confirmed, Float 60, and Zeno 89.